live. Mm, mhm. So, hi everyone. My name is Daniel. So, if you're just joining the live and you can hear me loud and clear, just comment on the comment section. You can hear me loud and clear. Just comment on the comment section. You can hear me loud and clear. Comment section. Just comment on the comment section. You can hear me loud and clear. On the comment section, just comment. I can hear you loud and clear. You understand? I really okay. Rejoice just okay. I like that. I like my class to be a bit interactive. You understand? It shouldn't just be where I'll just be talking and you just be listening. You understand? So that you guys can be responding and what have you. You understand? So that we can have a nice time. And I wouldn't want to take most of your time. You understand? Give or take, I want us to be done in the next 35 minutes and we are out. You understand? So, so that is it. Okay. Now I like what I'm saying. And also just tell us where you are connecting from. Okay. I'm actually doing this video from Kaduna. I base here in the north. I stay in Kaduna. So just tell us where are you connecting from? Tell us where are you connecting from? Where are you connecting from? Where are you connecting from? Tell us where you are connecting from. Tell us where you are connecting from. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Okay, so Easy Fresh said he's connecting from Port Harcourt. I like it. And Lizzie says she's from Ijebu. The Ijebu, they should be on those things. I mean, is it Lagos? I don't know. Okay. Okay, I can see a Sapa. I can see. Okay. Wow, that's good. That's good. And I feel we dropped the link to this webinar on the group. So if you feel you know somebody who is interested in making a side hustle for themselves, for their family, do well to copy the YouTube link pasted on the group and share with them. Share with as many people as possible so that they don't miss this opportunity. Okay, so I will just give one more minute and we start as soon as possible. Nasarawa, oh, where I did my poly, my ND. I did my ND in Lafia, Nasarawa. So, like I said, if you know one or two persons you feel they should be on this live class, send them the YouTube link so that they can join us and we will definitely have a nice time today. You understand? So, we're starting. I just want immediately it's 4 minutes into 8, then we are going to start. We just want to give some leniency for some people to join. You understand? And we also say don't sit in the group and miss the reason you joined. Don't sit like that. And remember the secret word is coming. You understand? And 5,000 times 2 is on the line for the ones watching. So if you're very decent, about 2 people are going to be winning 5,000 naira. You understand? So we just like working with people who will be serious. So make sure you stay to the end. And there are some secret words we use for only those who stay to the end. You understand? So let's start. Let's start. No time. Now, good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar. Now, before we get started, I want to ask you a simple question. Who told you that you must own a bike before you can make money from the delivery business? Who told you that? You understand? As I'm talking to you now like this, my rider just sent 262,500 naira on the live as like the alert just came in right now. I don't know how they do screenshots or maybe later, like as I'm talking to you, he just paid into my OP account 262,500. I will post it on the group. You will see the time. Now mark this time that I'm talking this because I just saw the alert. Mark this time. This is 8:06. This is 8:06. Just write it somewhere. I will drop the payment alert of 262,500 naira that just came from my rider here in Kaduna. You understand? I'll post on the group. Mark the time I said 8:06. Mark it. When we are done with the webinar, I will drop the screenshot on the group to tell you that this business is an amazing opportunity. You do not want to miss it for anything. For anything. You get. Wow, this notification is sweet. So, so like I said, now, most people, whenever they hear about the delivery business, they feel like, this is a very huge industry. How can I get a bike? How can I get capital? We Nigerians always tend to give ourselves reasons why things should not work, why things should fail. What if village people do? What if that person do? What you have not even started and you're already giving yourself reasons to fail. One of the reasons, sometimes I sit and I will ask myself, Daniel, I'll be like, Daniel, just imagine you never started. Would you be making between 200 to 400,000 naira every month doing nothing? I'm happy I started. Then when I started back in 2022, I had every reasons to give up. I don't have a bike, I don't have capital, but I just started. I don't know about you, but me, if you don't know, if you don't have anything motivating you, the fact that APC are the leading government should be motivating you, especially when you know nobody's coming to save you. When you know you don't have a land somewhere that maybe when you sell, you make some millions of naira. When you know there is no much inheritance, there is nothing. When you are in zero level, you don't want to wait until when you're broke. So this is the best time to start a delivery company, which I will be showing you today how you can start without capital and without a bike. Now, let me just give you a snippet. Let me just give you an expo. If you know how Uber works, that is exactly what I'm doing in the delivery business. I don't have to buy bikes, capital or no. The only thing is I look for clients and that's all. You understand? So there is a way you can participate in the delivery business without necessarily owning a bike or motorcycle. You can see the alert. I think this should be the alert from OP. I said it. It just came 262. The one I first saw was on my app. Now it came on my small touchlight phone. So you learn how to coordinate businesses that need deliveries with riders who already have the bikes. So if you have ever looked at the delivery business and said, I would love to do this, but I don't have a bike, I want you to pay close attention tonight. Very important. So my name is Daniel Elisha, which you can see on the screen, and I have over 4 years of experience in delivery coordination. All I do is I connect the client to the rider and I get my commission. So make sure you stay to the end so that you understand the business model. So tonight I am going to break down how this model works, how the money is made. You need to get started, what you need to get started, and how you can build it into a proper business. Into what? A proper business. Let's get started. But first, before we get started, I want to believe, are you following me? Are you getting excited? Are you following me? This is a business that you can start without a bike and without a capital. Uber do not own any car, but they are running a massive company. And the delivery business is actually starting. So if you are smart, this is the time to jump in. You get? So are you guys following? Yeah, are you guys following? Now, before I explain exactly how this works, I want to show you something. Take a look at this. This represents actual delivery activities. You can see 26 order card between 6 o'clock a.m. and 11:18 a.m. Out of those, 19 deliveries were completed with a stated gross margin of 30,000 naira. Now, let me be very clear about something. I am not saying all the 26 orders were complete. They were not. Yeah. The 12 completed deliveries are the completed deliveries we are counting here. So the reason I'm showing you this is to help you understand the level of activity that can happen when vendors, customers, and riders are being coordinated properly. And this is the business model I want to introduce you to tonight. It is not about buying motorcycle. It is about understanding and coordinating the system. You understand? Very, very important. Okay, so let's go. Let's continue. Now, let me tell you something about me. So in 2024, I hired a rider who was very enthusiastic, he was very agile. He looked ready for the job. But on his very first delivery, because I needed to try him to check him out, he overtook a turning keke and nearly caused an accident. Moment later, he forced the bike through a tight gap and ended up bending the brake lever and the foot stand. That experience taught me something very crucial. Knowing how to ride a bike is not the same as being delivery ready. Very important. When you are running or coordinating deliveries, you need to know how to select riders. You need verification, you need standard, you need a process. And that is one of the things I have learned through more than 4 years of delivery coordination. The business is not simply about finding someone who has a motorcycle. It is about building a reliable system around the delivery process. Are you getting me? Are you getting me, guys? Follow me, follow me, follow me. Now, customers have pains. Let's look at the problem because before you actually indulge into any business, you have to know what exactly is the problem, how can you be a solution, and how do you make your money. So now let's look at the problem. Imagine you are an online vendor, you have spent money advertising your product, you have found a customer, the customer has paid. Now you need to get the product from you to the customer, but the rider doesn't show up, or the rider is late, or there is poor communication. The customer start asking, where is my order? That is one of the questions every online vendor wants to avoid because one bad delivery can cost a vendor a customer. It can lead to cancelled orders, refunds, poor review, and lost repeat business. So the value of the delivery coordinator is not simply moving a package. The value is helping the vendor make sure the delivery process actually works. You get? That's it. Very, very crucial. You understand? Very crucial. Now, why demand exists? Think about the businesses around you. You have Instagram vendors, WhatsApp vendors, restaurants, e-com, e-commerce, people who are into e-commerce, food sellers, pharmacies, boutique, fashion sellers, and a whole lot. Every time one of these businesses sells something that needs to reach a customer, there is a delivery requirement. And this creates a gap. Do you know some few days we went to, I am my delivery agent. I said, let's just throw around town. And we saw a mega pharmacy. And I was like, I don't know. I actually own a delivery logistic business here in Kaduna. I know some people who always buy drugs from you people regularly will not want to always come to the pharmacy to buy. They wouldn't mind calling and you tell them that, hey, we actually have agents now that can actually deliver to you for just maybe 5,000 naira, 4,000 naira, thereabout. That was what we did. And let me tell the truth, that day we met that pharmacy, they gave us about 4 contacts and we charged them 4,000 naira per delivery. They said they cannot make it to the pharmacy. Can you get somebody? We don't open the package. It's packaged. We take it to their house. There is money in this business. There is money in this business. Do you understand? So this creates a gap. Vendors need deliveries. Riders need orders. Someone needs to coordinate both sides, and that person can be you. You understand? You don't necessarily have to own the bikes. Get it? You need to understand how to connect the demand with the people who can fulfill it. Simple, simple. I have given an example. You understand? You can just practice. I'm serious. Just practice it. Just go to any major outlet in your city, maybe a pharmacy, maybe where they buy goods also, maybe women, cosmetics, and all these things. And you just talk to the MD. I actually own a logistic company here in this state, here in this location. And I believe most of the customers you have may not likely, maybe due to their busy schedules, they need to get a cream, they need to get a drug, and may likely not want to come to the pharmacy or come to the store. How about You pay me a little sum. You will tell them, of course, I will get my rider to deliver the product to them. The highest thing you can get is no. But let me say you are talking to, even if it's 5 a day, there is no way you will get someone that wants. And the amazing part is you will make money. I'm the one telling you that. Is what I've been doing for 4 years. You get? Are you guys following me? Are you guys following me? Are you guys following me? Just yes, I'm following. Yes, I'm following. I want to hear. Now, the business model. Now, let me show you exactly how the business works. We have four main people in this process. Number one is the vendor, like the one I give you an example on the pharmacy. The vendor has an order that needs to be delivered. Let's say the pharmacy has a drug that they need to deliver to a customer. Let's say the customer is busy. The vendor placed the delivery request. Number two is you. Your job is to coordinate. You receive the request, assign the delivery, and coordinate the process. Number three is the rider. The rider pick up the package. So me, I am in my house doing nothing. The vendor calls me, hello, Mr. Daniel, or hello, Zillionet Logistics, please, there is a package we want you to deliver to a customer in so location in Kaduna. You understand? Please, can you come over to the pharmacy and pick up the package and deliver? Then me, I will call my rider. Alpha Peter, abeg, this pharmacy, God is good pharmacy, just called and they said they need somebody to make delivery for a particular drug to a customer. So can you go to the pharmacy, pick up the product and deliver? And when you deliver, we just made a sale. Simple. Remember, they only call me through phone. I was still sitting in my sitting room. I still call my rider while sitting in my sitting room. When my rider goes to deliver that good, do you know that I have a commission in that delivery? It can be 2,000, it can be 2,500, without me even leaving my house. So the rider pick up the package and deliver it. And number four is the customer. The customer receive the package. So notice something very important. You don't necessarily need to own the bike. You are being paid for solving a problem. You manage the client, you coordinate the rider, you provide order updates, you manage the process, and you help make sure the delivery gets completed. All while sitting in your house without doing anything. So the business is not about owning every asset. It's about owning and managing and coordinating the process. You get it? You get me? I hope you guys are getting me. Hope you guys get me. It's very important for you to understand the business model. Now, let me explain. Now, remember the illustration I give. I want to be using a pharmacy so that you understand. Easy peasy. You get it? But like as I'm talking to you, I work with three companies and I see at least 30 orders a day. So if I start to do that calculation, you get confused. But let me do something that you will easily understand so that when you start, you won't get confused. I want you to start the business. I want to start the business. How many of you will like to start the business? Just comment on the comment section. Daniel, I really want to start this business. You understand? You see. Let me be transparent. When you start, it's not like you start making millions. You start making gradual process. Maybe you start with only one company and one rider. That's how business grow. You start with one company, one rider, one company. They send orders. I have actually given you a tip on how to even get company and how to get vendors. Tip. There are plenty tips. You understand? So I want to hear on the comment section, Daniel, I want to start this business. So it has to be a conviction. How do they say faith is the evidence of things? Hey, Jesus. I know it's in Hebrew 11. Sorry for those who are Muslims. But I know in Hebrew 11 there is faith is the evidence of it. Can somebody put it on the comment section, the complete? But I know it's like that. You understand? Faith is the evidence of things not hoped for. Jesus. I need to go back to my Bible. So let's continue. Let's continue. Okay. So let's continue. Who can complete that scripture for me, please? Like you have the faith. You don't believe that something is going to hold you down. You just believe that even if I don't have the money, I don't have bikes, I don't need any of this, I want to start. You understand? I can just wake up in the morning and just tell myself, let me just go and visit like 5 pharmacies in my city or 5 mega stores in my city and tell them that I run a logistic company in my state. You understand? Yes, I run. And I have a rider that will do it for you. See money. Okay, I like this comment. I love when people are interactive. Faith is the substance of things hoped for. Okay, don't mind me. I don't forget all this. I need to hold my Bible. Where's my Bible safe? You get so you believe that it will work. You understand? You see, most people always give themselves reasons why they should fail. Like, what if this thing? What if I don't have this one? What if you will not progress? Sometimes you just have to just enter without fear. You just have to enter without fear. That was what I did in 2022. Until tomorrow, I will thank the side of me that entered. Because if I had not entered, I'm very sure by now I will not have been done with my two-bedroom flat. Yes, it's in my house. I'm still a bachelor, 36 years old. I'm in my house, two-bedroom flat. If you enter my house, any girl she will just fall for me because I'm doing well. I started this business, and this business has been funding my life. Now I can go anywhere. I can go swimming and just enjoy life because I know at the end of the day, I am seeing nothing less than 40 to 50,000 naira every day. But when I started, I was seeing like 10, 15,000 naira before I increase my client. Before clients will trust you more and start sending plenty goods. Today, they sent 80 pieces of a particular good. Today, this evening, 80 pieces. Now, each of those 80 pieces, if my rider deliver one, which is 5,000, I will explain it on the screen. If my rider deliver one, I didn't even calculate that money set. Let me calculate it now. So I always collect 2,500 naira per delivery, and I don't do anything. Oh. So 80, let's do 80 times 25. It looks small. That's 200,000 naira. From these 80 pieces they sent, I will make 200,000 naira. And as I'm talking to you, I have about 38 of their product in my custody. This is the most newest product they sent today. And from this new product, my profit from each delivery is 25. I will make 200,000 naira. Are you getting it? Are you getting it? So let's continue. Let's continue. Now, now let me put some numbers around this so you can understand. Let's say a client pays 5,000. Okay, a client, because most times these companies, the vendors, it can be on WhatsApp, those people who are into e-com, they send goods to you. Now, before they actually send goods to you, you must have negotiated, okay, I am going to be doing, you already know your city, so you know how your city is. You know the farthest place in your city, and you do your calculation already. You already know how much it will cost for me to get to this location. But here in Kaduna, we charge 5,000 naira per delivery. I take 2,500, my rider take 2,500. The bike is his own. I don't do anything. So I'm going to give you illustration based on the Kaduna charge we charge. Everybody's in different location. Like I said, you know how your location is. If you want to charge 7,000, 10,000, it's based on your negotiation with the client. So we agree on 5,000 naira delivery. That leaves 2,000 naira as my gross coordinating margin before operating costs. So for every successful delivery the my rider does, because the product, let me use this new product they sent today. They sent 80 pieces of the product, and the product, each one is 30,000 naira. That's the for every delivery my rider delivers, I make 2,000 naira for every delivery he does today. He did about Today we didn't do 30, we did about close to 15 sha. For every delivery he does, I make 2,000 there. I make 2,500 based on location. There are some locations where he goes and he tell me that, Oga, this place now 3,000 I'll collect. Oga, this place is okay 2,500 because it's close, based on location, because you know you need to buy fuel. You need to buy fuel in his bike. You understand? So we agree. Now I agree to pay the rider 3,000 naira. I want you to understand the business model. Now remember what I said. The client sent goods to me here in Kaduna, and I told the client for every of your product I will deliver, I will charge you 5,000 naira for delivery. That is to say, this product you send, if the product is 30,000 naira, I will only remit 25,000 naira to company's account. Do you understand? I will do the calculation and post on the group today. This 260 something thousand naira he sent, I will do the calculation immediately after this webinar and post on the group. You will see it. Even the transfer I will do to those companies, I will do it today, immediately after this class. So after I have collected, remove my 5,000 naira from the 30,000 naira of the product and sent 25,000 naira to company's account. Then I will remove rider's money, which is 3,000 naira. Then I keep 2,000 naira. Easy peasy, simple. For every delivery, I get 2,000 naira. Now, let's imagine you completed 4 deliveries in a day. 4 deliveries multiplied by 2,000 naira is 8,000 naira. If you use 26 working days, that's 8,000 naira multiplied by 26. That's to say you are getting only 4 orders a day. You are getting only 4 orders a day. I give you expo. Just see, people they make money now, people they craze. Just carry yourself, dress well, go any pharmacy, tell them you run a logistic company here in your state. I'm giving you expo, but there are things you have to know. You need structure if you want to succeed. Because just because I say you need a client and a delivery rider, is all remember what I said initially. You need somebody who has sense, who is intelligent, somebody who is smart, somebody who is fast. And I will teach you how to get those kind of people. And trusted. You don't want to joke with trusted person because if a rider run with customer product, you're in trouble. You don't want that. So you want to make sure you learn how to get it trusted. I will teach you how to get it trusted rider. So let's go to the next slide. Let's go to the next slide. So let me show. Are you guys following me? Are you following? Are you following me? Are you following me? Now, who this business is for? So, who is this business for? Definitely very important. It can be for an employed professional who want to build an additional income stream around their busy schedules. It can be for a business owner who want to add delivery coordination as a service. Remember what I said. You can do this business as a side hustle. Do you understand? It can also be for students and aspiring entrepreneurs who want to learn and build something. You understand? But let me make one thing clear. You need to find clients too. You need to communicate. Just because I said you are acting as a middleman doesn't mean you just go and sleep. My uncle will always say, just because a plane is in autopilot doesn't mean the pilot should go and sleep. The plane will crash you. What autopilot does is to reduce your stress to the barest minimum. So just because you put autopilot on your plane doesn't mean you should go and sleep. You have to be looking. The thing is just, I think your hand will not just be on the steering. Am I right? Right? Are you guys following? Are you following this illustration? Just because you put as a pilot, you put your plane on autopilot, doesn't mean you should go and sleep. I think what it does is your hand should not be on the steering. At least you can rest a little, but your eyes will still be looking at outside. Am I right with that illustration? Okay, so let's go on. So you need to coordinate riders because if a customer calls you and say, "Hello, Mr. Daniel, I have not seen my package. You will have to call your riders. Oga, where you dey? Wetin happen?" The rider go fit talk say, "Oh no, sorry, I dey filling station. Oh no, I do patch for road." Then you will have to communicate to the customer. "Hello, sir, please, we are having some little downtime like that. My rider just had a patch, so he's actually with the vulcanizer who is fixing his tire. But give or take in the next 15 to 20 minutes, you are going to see." So you have some little work, but the amazing thing is you are at home, and even with this alone, this kind of phone, you are call is only call. Even though you need an Android too for this, because some orders are being sent on WhatsApp groups. You understand? So you need to solve problem. So if you are willing to work with a system and actually put in the work, this is something you can build. You understand? This is something you can build. How many of you believe that you can build this business? Please tell me on the comment section. Do you believe you can build this business? This is not church. It's not talk. It's not just free video. Then you just go back to your lifestyle. Do you believe you can do this business? Do you believe? Okay, I'm seeing good response. I'm seeing some few people who believe they can do this business. I'm seeing some few people who believe they can do this business. Okay, I like it. I like what I'm seeing. I like it. Okay, so let's go. Now you people are giving me the zeal to want to continue teaching you guys. I love that energy. I love walking around people who have this energy. Now, why beginners struggle? Why? You understand? We have been mentioning that for you to do this business, you have to get a client, then you get a rider, and that's all. But if you don't have a system to something, you are going to fail faster. You need a system. And one of the fastest way of having a system to something is having a mentor. You understand? Having a mentor, somebody who has actually gone before you, somebody who has done the mistake, somebody who has done the correction. All you have to do is learn from them. Most beginners don't necessarily struggle because the opportunity doesn't exist. They struggle because they improvise every day. Imagine you have 10 vendors tomorrow. One rider doesn't show up. Another rider is late. One customer isn't answering the phone. Another vendor is calling you asking, where is my customer's order? If you don't have a system, what happens? You become the system. And that is where the stress begins. You have inconsistent pricing, unreliable riders, poor record keeping, and eventually you burn out. The difference is structure. With a proper system, you have daily process, you have consistent pricing, you have verified rider pool, you have order and payment record, and you have a repeatable process. Now, when I actually started this delivery, we were doing it for 3-5. You understand? But when they increase price of fuel, you get it, we took it to 5,000 naira. If they increase price of fuel again, we take it to 8,000 naira. You understand? Because fuel affects everything. You understand? Very, very important. So let's go to the next one. Now, for you to be successful in this business, you need four things. Number one, you need a smartphone. Remember what I said. You need internet access. You need a reliable WhatsApp line, and you need a proven operating system. You see that number four, you need a mentor. You need somebody who can guide you. You can start this business on your own, oh, but there is high chances of you entering basic if you don't have a mentor mentoring you on this business. You understand? So, and I want you to pay attention to that fourth one. Operating system is very important to this business because having a smartphone doesn't automatically create a business. Having WhatsApp doesn't automatically create a business. You need to know what to do. Get this. You need to know what to do. One, you need to know how to contact. Two, you need to know how to find clients. Three, you need to know how to recruit reliable riders. Four, you need to know how to price. Five, you need to know how to coordinate. Six, and how to keep proper records. Seven. Do you understand? Let's go on. Let's go on. Now, this is the roadmap I want you to remember. There are four major stages. Number one, setup. Your structure and position. You structure and position the business. Number two, recruit. You build a reliable rider pool. You can start with only one rider. I start with one rider before I have like 3 or 4 now. Number three, acquire. You see that finding client, vendor client is very important because without client, your business will not work. Number four, you coordinate the daily delivery process. And number five, you scale. You can start with, when I started with one client and one rider. Today, I'm working with 4 clients and about 6 riders. The client is not even the major thing. Where the money is in the order. I have a client that sent a minimum of 15 orders every day. One client. Some will send 10, some will send 5. By the end of the day, it's discovered that you are doing like 30, 40 in a day. Now, but when I started, I was doing like 5, 10 because they don't trust you yet. So they need to, check how you are. First, they will test you with some few products first before they start sending bulk products. You understand? Very important. Now, I am not going to spend tonight teaching every tiny execution details of this 5 stage. Tonight will not be enough. It's a book. We have to, maybe a full-blown mentorship. I want you to understand the roadmap because inside the mentorship, we go deeper. You understand? I know most Nigerians immediately they hear mentorship. They're like, you want to ask for money? You understand? This is with the webinar, you can start for free, but you remember those things I mentioned up. You need a structure. You need somebody to tell you how to price, when to increase your delivery fee, so that by the end of the day, your rider is happy and you are happy. So the webinar gives you the map. The mentorship is designed to help you implement the map. You understand? My friend will always say, just imagine somebody give you a map and tell you that you should go into the Amazon rainforest, where those places there is anaconda and all those things. I will prefer I have a guide who understands the place than you giving me the map for me to enter the place. You understand? It's better we should get a guide who has entered the place. He knows where the anacondas are. He knows where the cheetahs are. He knows we cannot follow there. Instead of just giving me a map, a paper, and telling me don't follow here, I will lost. You understand? I will lost. So let's go on. Let's go on. Let's go on. Now, let's go. Okay, I actually explained this proof. Let's go on today. I don't want to take much time. Let's go on. So these are my student testimonials. You can see now. Look at some student result. As you can see at this result, don't just focus on the number. Look at what these people we are able to do. You understand? Remember the first guy. The guy was like telling me, Daniel, I stay in a rural area. How can I start this? Will it succeed? I was like, is there a park in your area? He said yes. Are there storekeeper? He said plenty. So as far as people are sending product to your area is a good location. You're not staying in the island. People are ordering. You understand? If Jumia is reaching your location, forget it. That's business for you, Seth. You get. So that is it, guys. So this is what we'll be doing in our mentorship. You can see this is it. Now, so what exactly are you going to learn inside the delivery business mentorship? We start with the business setup. You learn how to structure and position the business. Then the rider recruitment. I need to teach you how to get reliable riders in your location. Like I said earlier, you don't want to work with somebody that will give you headache. You understand? You learn how to find, assess, and manage riders. Then the pricing strategy. You learn how to set sustainable delivery pricing. Then client acquisition. This is one of the major things because if you don't get clients, the business will not work. I will teach you numerous ways of getting clients. Then daily operation. You learn how to handle orders, record and return and update. And finally, scaling because the idea is not just for you to stay with only one client, it's for you to have multiple clients. You understand? So I will teach you all that in the mentorship class. You understand? And also there are tools. Okay, sorry. So there are tools you'll be getting. Okay, you're not going to be left alone. I don't do that. Inside the mentorship, you have practical tools and resources. You have client outreach scripts. You have rider verification checklist. I need to teach you how to get reliable riders because that one will determine how successful your business is. You have WhatsApp operation template and you have monthly strategy. We have once a month meeting. You tell me what are you facing, what's your obstacle, and what have you. It's a mentorship class, like I said. And also, no, yeah, I don't know if wait, let me finish up, then you ask your question. So, and also there are bonuses. I will show you how to the script I use in getting clients, my strategies on how to get clients. I will give you the riders recruitment kit, how to get, like I keep repeating, how to get reliable riders who I understand, and the WhatsApp operation pack. You understand? So I have an offer that I'm gonna give to some few people who will be interested to do this business. Okay, so I'll get to the question. So this is it. So immediately you make payments. Okay, immediately you make payments. Immediately we add you into our mentorship class. You understand? You pay online, and the fee you can see the value of everything we are giving is about 357,000 naira. But for today, you are paying just 35,000 naira to join my mentorship. I don't do course. This kind of mentorship is not pay, you get course when you have problem, you come. No, we are in a group. You tell me, Daniel, this customer is giving me headache. This vendor is telling me what and what do I need to send to him, and is my business registered? Okay, you chat me up and we talk about it. But I want to give discount, of course. You can see the screen is showing 30,000 naira, but I want to just give discount to the first 5 people to make payment. Now, the payment link or the payment account will be dropped in the group you are in. All you have to do, the first 5 people just pay 30,000 naira and you'll be added into my mentorship. You'll be added into my mentorship. So thank you very much for staying to the end. Thank you very much. For our price, definitely we'll be giving those. We will check through and we give those from the group. You understand? So if you have a question, this is the right time to ask your question. So the payment link is going to be dropped on the group. Payment link is going to be dropped on the group. So if you have a question, all the groups are open. If you have a question, please feel free to ask and we answer you. And like I said, the payment link will be dropped on the group. So if you have a question, please ask, please. Let me take some few. How many minutes? I'll be 39. Oh, if you have a question, please ask. If you have a question, ask. If you have a question, ask. If you have a question, ask. I'm waiting. If you have a question, ask. I'm waiting for your question. I'm waiting for your question. If you have a question, ask. I'm waiting for your questions, guys. Ask your questions. Let me take your questions. You can ask your questions now. If you're paying payment link, my question is like, can I do this outside the season? Okay, this is a good question. So when I started the delivery business, I started in Kaduna, like in Kaduna Central. But I have an agent in Zaria. Zaria is part of Kaduna. I have agents in some local government in Kaduna. I have agents in Zamfara. I'm in Kaduna. Oh. I have agents in Kano. I have agents in Jos. So, but when I started, I only started with where I am. As time goes on, you start making money. It is good for you to invest into it. You understand? Let's say you start and you're making like 100, 200,000 naira. Don't say we just chop the money. You understand? You have to, you understand? Just try to get agents. Start with the local government around you first. You understand? Because most of these people who run ad for those products, they just target your state. Maybe if you're in Anambra, they just target Anambra, not knowing that there are some places inside Anambra that is journey. Like you need to enter a car to go to those locations. You understand? So just imagine you have another agent in that place, but start with where you are first. You understand? Start with where you are first. Very important. Okay, I'm taking question. I'm taking question. Any other question? How can we prevent taking goods that is contraband? I don't understand. Please explain. You will check it. Okay, all those cocaine, wait, all those stuff. Okay, you will check it now. You know, go open and check. I beg you. You open it and check and be sure of what you are delivering. No, you will check it now. Definitely now. You understand? You definitely have to open it and check whatever you are delivering. If they sell like 100 pieces, you have to open one to check what exactly is there. I'm waiting. Any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? How do we decide charges for each delivery? Is it by mileage or heaviness of the like for here, we the product we deliver are things you can actually put on a backpack. You understand? My own when I started delivery, eating now we don't do all those. You put big helmets, you put box in the bike. Mm-mm. You understand? You remember those the riders own the bike, so we don't automatically turn it to a delivery bike. You understand? You get so they put it there and we charge fixed. You understand? So that is it. Any other question again? That question, but in some pharmacy that delivery drug outside the state, they don't allow riders to open it. Okay, but they need to tell you what is inside, oh. Bro. You get risks, we make you no take. Oh. We have to tell you what exactly is inside. Do you understand? They have to tell you that. Very important. So, any other question again? Any other question? I'm waiting for your question. I'm waiting for your questions. Okay, okay, that's good. How safe it in case of any lease or damage insurance cover? When they send you product, you need to make sure it doesn't have any issue. You understand? Now, what the companies I'm working with, when they send the product, you do video. You understand? You do like somebody will hold your phone and be video as the accounting, so that in case if there is any maybe damage, maybe due to the way bill to your state, they will see it in that video. You understand? You get it? So they see it. So, but you make sure there is no damage. You make sure you keep their goods very well, very well. You do this first one. No, you're not the which advertisement. The company will give you the orders on WhatsApp. They will tell the customer for you to go and deliver your own. Your rider will be in the WhatsApp group. Your rider will pick those customers and you people don't know how sweet this business is. Remember that screenshot of that 265,000? I said around 806 that my rider, I will drop it on the group so that you see it. I will do the calculation now, drop it on the group. You understand? So it is what I'm doing that I'm teaching. It's not something that I learned from somewhere. Do you understand? So any other question? Any other question? Any other question? We have posted the payment link on the group. We have posted the payment script on the group on the group. So I think I'm not getting any other questions again. Let me take two more questions before we go. Feel free, ask your question. I have 4 years experience in this business. 4 years, and I'm still doing it. Wait, I started in 2022, 2023, 2025, 2026. Okay, still 4 years. 4 years, and it's counting. Today I made money. I will make money tomorrow. Do you understand? So let me take two more questions before we close the live. Okay, see people are who are fit, people want to take action. Like I said, this is not course. This is not take course when you have problem contact. It's a mentorship group. I want to see you succeed. I want to hear Daniel, these clients, like one of my students sent me a message. I was like, this client sent me a message asking me, and I remember something. Another advantage of you joining the mentorship is a client sent me a message yesterday and she was like, Daniel, do you cover Ekiti? You understand? And I don't have any agent in Ekiti, but I didn't tell her no. I went to my mentorship group and I write, who cover Ekiti State here? And somebody said, yes, he just started and he's covering Ekiti State. Then I went and I told this client, I have someone who cover Ekiti. So you see the connection. There is no way you can cover the whole Nigeria. So in the mentorship group, it will be easier. If that guy from Ekiti get a client who says, I am looking for somebody who covers Kaduna, what do you think? He will call me. Alpha, I don't get clients for you. Connection. Connection. So the group is open. Ask your questions in the group, make your payment, and I believe you are going to benefit a lot. So that's all for this webinar. Thank you for staying to the end, and God bless you. Now I will do that. I will do my balancing and send to the account, and you will see it on the groups. Thank you, and to have a nice day.